Yay, it worked. It's always a bonus when things work out. They usually never do. Thank you guys for your patience, your patronage, and your consistency. I really do appreciate it. We got a treat today. We have an actual scripted topic. We love you guys to weigh in. So sound off in the chat. Let me know where you're at. Let me know what's up on a Friday. Don't expect anyone to show up on the weekend, but we'll have some fun anyway. This is going to be a little controversial, but I know you guys have some good advice and talk about your real life experiences. And I'm not an expert on this topic by any means, so don't think I'm Sir Walter Raleigh, Mr. Know-It-All, King of all women. I am absolutely not. I'm a total dweeb in many ways. I do get a lot of female attention, and I have a certain responsibility to absolutely treasure it and be as good as I can possibly be. I know everybody's secrets on here. I would never reveal any DMs or anything like that, and for all the money in the world. And it's an interesting position to be in. Like, people stack so much trust on me, it's almost overwhelming. It makes me happy, but it's not something I ever envisioned in my life. So I'm trying to just deal with it in the most appropriate, wholesome way I can. What do you guys think? I don't like to talk about it. It makes me sound like a hotshot. I toot my own horn. I just let other people talk for me. I just go off the things other people say. I could tell you what I'm aiming for as far as my goals and hopes and dreams and all that, but sometimes things get skewered. Let me make sure it's still going. We're working on all the bugs. It'll be great once it gets going. So let's talk about this. Today I want to talk about something simple, but it's actually really easy to screw up. How to properly compliment a woman. How's my mic, by the way? And I'm not presenting myself as some flawless expert. I'm talking about this because I want to educate myself too. Most men probably mean well when they compliment a woman, but good intentions do not automatically make a compliment comfortable, respectful, or appropriate. Now, the first thing I've learned is that a compliment should be a gift, not a transactional deal. You should not compliment a woman because you expect her phone number, attention, affection, schmecks, or even a compliment in return. It's got to be, it can't be an empty compliment. Your heart has to actually be in the right place. Say something kind because you genuinely notice something positive, then allow her to receive it however she wants. If she simply says thank you, that is a successful interaction. She does not owe you a conversation. Compliment something that she actually chose for herself. Don't immediately go to the physical attribute, right? One of the safest, most meaningful approaches, compliment something that reflects her personality, taste, talent, or effort. I like your style. That color looks great on you. You explain that really well. You have a great sense of humor. You seem thoughtful. You did an amazing job. If you notice that she just got her hair done, women spend a ton of time and money on their hair and nails. But then they're always kind of self-conscious about it, so you got to be careful. But she will respect the fact that you notice that about her, and all the time and effort that she spent. These compliments can feel more personal than immediately complimenting her body because they show you're paying attention to who she is and what she does. There's absolutely nothing wrong telling a woman she's beautiful. Most women enjoy hearing that, but context matters. You look beautiful tonight can be perfectly respectful. Staring at a stranger's body and describing individual body parts is probably going to feel much more invasive. Be specific, yet not graphic. Keep it classy, keep it gentlemanly. It could be more sincere than just some generic, impulsive thing that just spills out of your mouth. Instead of saying you're hot, you could say you have a great warm smile. Your outfit is put together beautifully. You have a very calming presence. I like that. I love how enthusiastic you are when you talk about this and that and this and that. The goal is to be observant without sounding like you've been inspecting her and studying her in a creepy way. There's a difference between noticing someone and examining them. Now, context matters, but also the setting does as well. Compliments that work on a date might not work so well at the gym, in public, someone's workplace, public transportation, or when a woman is walking alone at night. That's scary. So ask these questions to yourself before you give the compliment. It says, does she have an easy way to leave? Is she working and therefore required to be polite? Is she wearing headphones? Does she look busy or uncomfortable? Am I blocking her path? That's interesting. So you have to approach her on her own terms. Realize she's a woman, so she's used to like looking out for herself and trying to stay safe and stuff like that. So her antenna might be up, you know. You don't want her to feel trapped in the situation. At a bar or social event, saying, I love your energy may open a natural conversation. You know, if you're waiting on a cashier that's trying to help a long line of customers, giving her a long speech about her appearance could put her in an awkward position. Do not disguise schmexual comments as compliments. A lot of men compliment because they're trying to get some action. And when I do it, it comes from my pure heart. I just want to make the person happy, or it's something I genuinely feel passionate about. You know, she gets a brand new shirt that she looks incredible in, or the colors are really vibrant. You know, I'll say something about that. Compliments about someone's breast, backside, legs, or schmexual attractiveness are usually not appropriate when you do not already have that kind of a relationship. Even when two people are flirting, it's still important to notice whether the interest is mutual. It's a useful rule. Start respectful and let the other person's comfort level guide the interaction. That's a pretty good one. You can always become more playful later if the chemistry is clearly mutual. It's much harder to recover after immediately making someone uncomfortable. Don't overdo it. One sincere compliment can be charming. Just let it ride. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. 10 compliments in 2 minutes can feel overwhelming, manipulative, or desperate. You don't have to tell her she's beautiful, perfect, stunning, flawless, and the most amazing woman you've ever seen before you even know her name. That kind of intensity may sound romantic in your head, but to the other person it can feel artificial. Say something genuine, then continue having a normal conversation. Oh, here's an interesting one. Wait, let me see. Wow, thank you for the 6 likes. Yeah, one's given without an agenda. Thank you so much for your contribution. Compliment her without putting other women down. So this is interesting. You see this a lot on YouTube. A lot of people hate bonding with each other, and then a lot of guys will try to like get with women by saying, oh, that slut that you're always talking about, she's the worst, blah, 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 blah. And it's so stupid. They won't even know anything about the situation. They're just trying to use it to their advantage in a creepy way. So don't say things like, you're beautiful, unlike most women your age, ... You actually look good without makeup. You're not annoying like other women are. You have a real body, not one of those fake ones. That's not a clean compliment. It's praise mixed with an insult towards somebody else, and it speaks about your character that way. You know what I mean? It kind of shows you're a bitter, sort of snide, sour person. Leave the comparison out of it. Do not argue with her reaction. Sometimes she may look uncomfortable, give a short answer, or not respond at all. This does not necessarily mean you're a terrible person. Maybe she has had a bad experience. Maybe she's shy in a relationship or simply not interested. The mature response is to respect the signal and move along. Don't say things like, can't you take a compliment? I was just being nice. You would probably like it if I were more attractive. Those statements turn the compliment into pressure. Your job is to control your behavior, not her reaction. That's good. Your tone, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Your tone and body language matter. A respectful compliment should usually be delivered calmly at a normal volume and from an appropriate distance. Don't stare at her body while saying it. Do not whisper something schmexual into her ear unless you already have that level of intimacy. Sorry I have to use that word, you guys. I know it's cheesy as heck. Do not follow her after giving the compliment. No stalking allowed. A relaxed smile and a simple statement usually work much better than an intense performance. For an example, excuse me, I just wanted to say your jacket's awesome. Have a good day. That gives her the compliment and gives her the space. She can continue the convo if she's into it and really feeling it. Compliments in relationships matter too. Men sometimes compliment women heavily during the pursuit stage and then stop once they're in a relationship. Interesting. Your GF or wife may still want to hear that she's beautiful, attractive, intelligent, funny, talented, or appreciative. And it shouldn't appear just when you want schmecks. Schmeck. Tell her I appreciate how much you did today. You looked amazing when we went out. I love hearing your perspective. You make people feel welcome. I'm proud of you. Compliment the character, effort, and appearance can all matter. Online compliments require judgment too. A heart emoji or saying you look great may be completely harmless. Writing an explicit description of what you want to do to a stranger is not the same thing. Repeatedly commenting after receiving no response can become uncomfortable. One respectful compliment as a comment, 20 messages demanding attention are too much pressure and crazy. Here is a simple formula you can use for the anatomy of a compliment. You notice something genuine about her, express it respectfully, and expect nothing in return. I like your earrings, your hair. That's a big one. Women will wear these crazy earrings. Final thoughts. Okay, let me get your questions, comments, and critiques in the chat. I'm not checking this as much as I usually do. We got 3 people. Sound off in the chat. I want to hear from you guys, all you lurkers. This is your show. You guys run the show. I'm just exploring and trying to lay some things out, seeing if anything sticks, seeing if there's any interest, drum up some excitement. I had 2 weeks of very little views, and before that I had 2 months of incredible views. All my shorts getting 2,000 or more. Check out my playlists. On a side note, I work really hard on those. We do specialty topics. We talk about Christianity. We talk about spectrum disorder. And I do little acoustic hangout concerts. But they're more all request shows. We just laugh and just have a crazy fun time. I do a little dancing. I do product reviews, rants. I do some stand-up comedy. A little something for everyone, but sometimes I spread myself a little too thin. Some people that hate me go, he's a try-hard. He's always just... No, I'm just having a fun, action-packed life, I know. We're trying to. So let's just wrap this up, and then I'll open it up to you guys. All women are individuals, so there's no magical sentence that they'll all love. Some enjoy playful compliments. Some prefer compliments about their personality. Some are comfortable discussing their appearance, and others are not. The goal is not to memorize a bunch of pickup lines and weaponize them. It's to become more aware, respectful, observant, and socially intelligent. A proper compliment should leave them appreciated, not evaluated, pressured, followed, or obligated. So I'm still learning too. I want the women watching to share their experiences, bad and good. Let's hear from you, ladies. I still have 70% female viewership, so thank you for your support. I know the women are always so intelligent. They always contribute to the general discussion. Guys come in here and troll their brains out for a reaction. It's such a polar opposite. It's worth bringing up, right? And I know it kind of goes without saying, but if you're new to YouTube streets, it can be pretty brutal, and there's kind of a learning curve. It's kind of a land unto itself. I don't know how to describe that any better. Yeah, what's the best compliment you ever received? What kind of compliments immediately make you uncomfortable? Can a stranger respectfully compliment your appearance? When did you personally draw the line between confident flirting and being just plain creepy? Let's foster an honest discussion on this channel without attacking anyone personally. I know there's so many creeps out here. It's 99% of the guys are just horrific, like beyond the scope of even my understanding. I never knew there was so many stalkers, creeps, pedos, perverts, everything in between on here. Um, so it's up to us men to learn how to communicate better. We're such cavemen sometimes, you know. We just want to plow ahead, so to speak. Um, yeah, let me know. Sound off. I'll be live for another 3 minutes. Questions, comments, critiques, or insults. I can take it all. Just be kind to each other in chat. I know it's a Friday. There's not many people here. Usually I'm dual streaming on 2 different platforms, so I get a lot of people from both sources. But yeah, these topical streams are kind of a new feature. They're not really supported in the algorithm, so if you guys are into it, get your friends to subscribe. I don't need sympathy subs only if they're going to enjoy the content and participate and appreciate what I'm trying to do here. And at the same time, you don't have to kiss my rear end. We welcome all types of 3-dimensional thought processes on here. You can sound off, just be yourself. Nobody will troll you, nobody will bug you. It's all sweet people over here. I kind of filtered out the maniacs. It just took me 3 years to figure out how this thing works. But I had to start over. I had 3.7K on my old channel, and now I'm not even at 1,000 subs. So if we can get 1,000 in a month, I'll give you guys some special reward. I just got to think of what it is. I got to cook it up. It'll be worth it, though. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, this is my lowest stream ever. 7 views. And I even wrote a script and did all this other stuff. Oh, well. Only live for 16 minutes. Not bad. All right, guys. I will see you on these YouTube streets. Have a great weekend. Be kind to each other. Dude.